What is up guys, it's Legend Reviews here, of course, with another tech review, but today it is a tad bit different and we're going to review the Google Nest Audio. So the Google Nest Audio is a smart speaker that is made by Google, and I recently bought this bad boy about a month ago, and I want to share you guys my experiences with this tech right over here. If you guys didn't know, I'm a big fan of Google's product, which is why I bought the Nest Audio in the first place, but this video isn't sponsored by Google at all. So in this video, we're going to talk about a couple of things, mainly the general information, the design, the audio quality, the smart capabilities, as well as whether you should buy this product or not. So all of the timestamps are kind of on the seeker below, so if you want to skip ahead, you can do so just by sliding the seeker. And of course, if you guys are new to the channel, click on the pop-up that is appearing right now on the top right hand corner, or on the watermark on the bottom right hand corner of your screen, and do click the notification bell so you don't miss another video when we put one out. So some general information about the Google Nest Audio. Basically, it's a smart speaker that has rich audio quality. So what I mean by this being a smart speaker is that it can be controlled by voice commands with special words, not please, but hey Google. But I have to say, it rarely misunderstands the command that you give to this device right over here. It's really accurate and at times really helpful as well if you want to play your songs or your audiobooks, or if you want to book a reminder on your calendar. On top of that, it can also arrange calls for you, but only on the Google Duo app. Speaking of apps, the only apps supported are Google Apps because this is from Google, so that's what you would expect. One more thing to take note of with the Google Nest Audio is that it's not a speaker that is rechargeable and it doesn't run on batteries. So you actually have to plug it into a wall socket in order for this to work. So basically, the Nest Audio is kind of a replacement to the 2018 Google Home device, if some of you guys could remember what that is. However, the Google Home device was discontinued, I think, recently this year, so this is the only option you have right now. So next, let's talk about the design of the Google Nest Audio. It comes in two colors only, charcoal and black, the charcoal being the brighter one. So the reason why I decided on the charcoal color is basically because it fits nicely on my IKEA shelves. As you can see over here, the Google Nest Audio is pretty tall, but it's actually very weighted. And that caught me off guard when I actually pulled it out of the box. Being weighted means it wouldn't topple off easily, but it would be cooler if Google designed it in such a way that we can put it horizontally, just like the Xbox Series X or the PS5. So it doesn't have any massive branding at the front, which gives a very minimalistic look. And I assure you, if you place this at a coffee table or on a shelf, no one would actually notice that this is a speaker. At the back, there is a small Google sign right over here, and also a mic turn on and turn off button. So this is Google's step towards privacy, meaning that you can turn it off if you have something private to say with your friend or your family, to ensure that it doesn't get detected by the Google Nest Audio itself. And the cool thing about it is that it will say if you turn it on or off. So if I turn it off,
the mic's off.
And if you turn it on,
the microphone is back on.
Pretty cool. And at the back, there is the power cable to your adapter, to your wall socket, to power your Google Nest Audio. And one of the best designs is actually the touch sensors on the Google Nest Audio. So if you're playing music, to increase or decrease the volume, it's just the right and left respectively, and to pause the song, you just press the middle. It took some time for me to get used to the touch sensors because there are certain areas on the Nest Audio that the touch sensors wouldn't respond to. So for example, at the back. So there's 4 dots that light up behind the mesh of the speaker if you say the special words, hey Google, or if you increase or decrease the volume, and the number of dots actually show the volume level. So for example, as you can see here, there's 3 bars, and this is full volume where there's 4 bars. Next, let's talk about audio. The Google Nest Audio doesn't really have the best audio ever, but it definitely has great quality and volume. It is said to be 75% more louder than your Google Home, and also with 50% more bass. And I have to say that those two stats didn't lie at all. And it's super loud, so to give you guys an idea of how loud it is, I live in a flat, and if I put this on maximum volume, all the neighbors around me would probably be giving me complaints. However, why I said that this isn't really the best sounding speaker out there is because the high notes are really weakened by the super loud bass that the Google Nest Audio provides. So basically, the bass overpowers the higher notes, which isn't really nice to the ears if you're playing songs with higher pitch. Apparently, Google says that this speaker is adaptive to its surrounding, meaning that it will sound louder or softer based on the sound condition of the surroundings. However, I didn't have the opportunity to test that feature because I don't really have a lot of parties in my house, but I did have small gatherings over the past few weeks, and this speaker is able to fill up the room with amazing quality sound. You can purchase 2 Nest Audios to have a stereo-like quality, but one Nest Audio for me is sufficient to fill up the whole room with rich audio quality actually. So what about its smart capability? It's actually really good. It's what you would expect from a Google Assistant from a Pixel phone. It does mostly whatever you ask it to do. For example, like placing reminders on your calendars, to call via Google Duo, to put in timers or alarms, and also ask what time it is. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 12:47 p.m.
12:47 p.m. I had a Pixel phone before, but I didn't really use the Google Assistant, and I didn't realize that it was so good. So if you have any smart devices around, like smart lights, you can use the Nest Audio to control it as well. However, if you're an iPhone user, you might need to download all the Google apps in order to fully utilize the Nest Audio. And other things to take note of is that basically the Nest Audio can only make reminders on your Google Calendar and not tasks or events, which is kind of weird. And also the Nest Audio can only make calls via Google Duo and not any other app that I tested so far. So if you have friends who use iPhone and don't have Google Duo, you can't call them. And that's most of my friends, so I can't call anyone on the Nest Audio itself. Oh, and you can also control the volume of the song that you're playing via voice commands as well. So should you buy the Google Nest Audio? Well, it really depends on what you need. So if you're finding a speaker that can act like a Google Home and control your smart, suited up bedroom or living room, then the Google Nest Audio is definitely the choice for you. And on top of that, you can put this in your home literally anywhere and it will fit right in because of the minimalistic design. However, if you are an audiophile that wants better quality speakers that you can take on the go wherever you go, then the Google Nest Audio isn't really for you. I suggest going for a brand like JBL, which has better quality speakers for an audiophile. Although other brands might be more expensive than the Google Nest Audio, it will definitely deliver better quality audio as compared to the Nest Audio. So that's it for the review for the Google Nest Audio. Hopefully the video has helped you guys in your purchase decision on whether to buy the Google Nest Audio or not. And of course, if you guys enjoyed that video or if this video helped you guys in any way possible, do subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss another video when we put one out. So it's been Lesson 3 Reviews here. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.